Hello and welcome to another update video on VeChain. So the VeChain chart, continues to struggle here, is under pressure like many altcoin charts at the moment again. VeChain is not a bullish chart. I mentioned it many times before. We only have a three-wave move to the upside into the April 2021 high. So in contrast to many other people out there in this space, I do not see the high likelihood of new all-time highs on this chart, and that has been a constant narrative throughout this entire cycle for me. However, what I still see as possible is one more rally to either the red resistance zone in the blue scenario, or even here into the region around 7.5 to 10 cents. But bear in mind, it would be a counter trend rally. So it's not a rally in line with a larger trend. So it's only something that anybody should maybe attempt to follow, if you know what you're doing, and if you are, let's say, if you feel confident trading against larger trends, right? Because you would counter trend trade this. That's what many people don't understand, right? It's a counter trend move if you trade this on the long side. So I'm not bullish on VeChain. I haven't been bullish on VeChain for a long time. Because so far all the rallies have ended in three waves in this cycle. This was an exception, which is also down here where we said, okay, we have a 5-wave move up, maybe we get that one more rally. We did, but it ended as 3 waves. So maybe we get that one more move up, but I can tell you that the setup that developed, this AB setup that developed from the April low, is under pressure. So if the market breaks below the April low, and we've already broken below the trend line here, okay, not that relevant because we already broke briefly below the trend line in April, so we might very well change this trend line a little bit. But if we break below the April low, it would, let's say, add weight to the idea that blue wave 2 already topped and that we're already in a bear market. I mean, we're already in the bear market anyway. That's the idea here. Bit of an eye-opener maybe, but it is, because even this rally would be part of a bear market. It would be a bear market rally. We have a 5-wave move down from the all-time high. I would simply see this here as a corrective rally, okay? The main question I'm dealing with here is, how high is this counter trend rally going to be? And they sometimes are weak, and we already had quite a bit of a counter trend rally. The question is, do we get that one more move up? Which is possible, but if the price breaks below the April low, because this was one of the cleanest setups we've had in a long time here, if this fails, then it, in my view, increases the risk. We're already in the 3rd wave down. Now, if that is the case, then we had a very weak wave 2, which would add weight to the bearish thesis I have. But we would not get that wider wave 2 that I actually wanted to see. Yeah. So this is just something to be aware of. Now, that means all we need to focus on is the April low. That would be an important invalidation point for locally higher prices. So just be careful with VeChain. As always with any altcoin, especially if the altcoin isn't long-term bullish. Most of them aren't, and this is not an altcoin bull market. It just isn't. We can revisit this whole thesis should Bitcoin dominance start to drop, which is not the case yet. So let's pay close attention to this April low and the yellow trend line, which currently is coming in at around 1.8 cents. That's the update on VeChain. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.